People, this is ShowBizz the adult. Alright, man, look, let's throw the hook. Today on Throw the Hook, we will be discussing the best fight made, the best fight announced this year, Terrence Bud Crawford versus Showtime Sean Porter. Also, the rollout by the PBC of Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder versus Tyson Gypsy King Fury. They starting to advertise that fight. And Mauricio Suleiman, the president of the WBC, he has announced his punishment for Oscar Valdez. Now, on Throw the Hook.
Yes, let's go. Throw the hook with the best of them. King Kong beat your chest, should have slept on you. What's next? The check, drip, dip, run the neck, check, hook by the bugfish, hook off the deck. ShowBizz. Throw the hook. Shouldn't have slept on you.
That's the black. So, thanks to the boxing gods, Terrence Bud Crawford versus Showtime Sean Porter, November 20th, Las Vegas at Mandalay Bay. It's a Tyson Bear. Look, now, I know many of you have heard me say time and time that I think Showtime Sean Porter will defeat Terrence Bud Crawford, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not for certain. All right, and let's pay the bills. Look, if you're going to bet on that fight, bet on BUSR.com. Go to BUSR.com/ShowBizz. Place a bet on your favorite fights. Just like this one, Showtime Sean Porter versus Terrence Bud Crawford. I'm going to say this. Showtime Sean Porter, the hard worker, he's already in training. Ow! Hey, look, the first thing I want to say is this. Look, Showtime, you had me at Michael Jackson. This guy is playing Michael Jackson while he's training.
Don't cheat, keep it going. Sean, go to the ropes. You, here, let's go to the ropes, Sean.
You go ahead, Showtime. You go ahead. Look, let me tell you something. When you are hitting that bag, I want you to beat it. And when you're done, I want you to go and look at the man in the mirror. And I want you to know, when you're looking at that man in the mirror, I want you to know that you are not alone. I am here with you, Showtime. And if you want to know who is it, it is me, ShowBizz the adult. And let me tell you something. You and I, Showtime, we are the same. Showtime, you just another part of me.
Let's go, watch it out.
You know, the funny thing about that is Showtime isn't just listening to the song in the background. He sings some of the lyrics. Granted, those lyrics aren't that difficult to know, okay? Whoa! Or whatever he did. Whatever it was. But Showtime, you knew the lyrics. You weren't just listening to it in the background. Let me tell you something. You keep listening to that Michael Jackson, Showtime. You keep listening to that Michael Jackson, and that Michael Jackson is going to take you, inspire you, motivate you to victory. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, but the latest tweet of Jake Paul, like trash talking Jorge Masvidal.
Jorge, got some millions for you to fight. Is your daddy gonna let you come out? He gonna let you come out and play Daddy Dana? Fucking bitch. If he ever lets you out of that contract, I'm baptizing the fuck out of you.
That has to be the worst form of intimidation I've ever seen.
You gonna let you come out? He gonna let you come out and play Daddy Dana?
Look, Jake Paul, if you want to intimidate somebody, I suggest you sound more like Mike Tyson. Well, matter of fact, maybe you were sounding like Mike Tyson.
He gonna let you come out and play Daddy Dana?
Why? Why did Jake Paul decide to look and sound like Beaker from the Muppets?
Daddy gonna let you come out? He gonna let you come out and play Daddy Dana?
So, if you've been living under a rock, super featherweight WBC champion Oscar Valdez, he tested positive for the banned substance phentermine. Now, many of us, in the boxing world, we were outraged by the sense that he's been able to fight Conceição. He defeated Conceição in a questionable victory. He was able to fight the fight, able to defend his belt, the WBC title. And Mauricio Suleiman, president of the WBC, he went under like huge amount of scrutiny because there was no obvious punishment for Oscar Valdez testing positive for the banned substance phentermine. Now, we all know that the WBC has the clean boxing program aligned with VADA, and VADA has banned the substance like across the board. Look, phentermine is banned. It's a banned substance. You cannot use phentermine in or outside of competition. Now, Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC organization fully aware of these results, and they had this to say about the punishment for Oscar Valdez to Sirius XM Radio. Check this out.
He's going to have a 1 year. He's going to be 1 year in probation. He's going to have 6 months of unannounced testing, thorough testing. He's going to have to be certified in a series of programs that the WBC has put together involving nutrition, hydration, weight management, and substances.
Really, Mauricio? So after Oscar Valdez got caught, pretty much busted, taking phentermine, that's the punishment? A smack on the wrist? Matter of fact, that's not even a smack on the wrist. That's a there you go pat on the ass. Okay. And I know many of you may be a bit even like more disappointed that the WBC did look at this, did say he should be punished, and then punish him with this. Now, we want more strict, more harsh punishment. But to that, Mauricio Suleiman, he says this.
But to put in perspective, we want to give the death penalty of a murder to someone who did a jaywalk.
Oh, no, you didn't. Hey, roll the clip. That comment was dumb. Look, Mauricio, how about this? We don't want the punishment for a murderer for somebody who just did jaywalking. We just want the punishment to fit the crime. And in combat sports, if you're taking a banned substance, then you should be punished for it. And I'm saying be punished as someone who take PEDs in order to be successful while punching a guy in the face. It's already dangerous to punch someone in the face. So if you're getting help through a banned substance, then the punishment should fit that. And when you start picking and choosing what the best punishment is, instead of having a punishment like all the way across the board, if you do this, if you take any substance on the VADA's ban list, you're suspended for 3 to 6 months or something like that. Or if it's a combination of a few things on a ban list, you start adding to it. I mean, just very basic stuff. Either way, he shouldn't be champion of the world if he cheated. That is a very slippery slope. Look, I mean, you're sending a strange message there. We all know that all athletes, just not athletes in combat sports, are looking for that edge, looking for that extra. And when you start pushing the goalpost, or when you start saying, well, that isn't that bad, or this isn't that bad, you start getting training camps of people just, or nutritionists or whomever, just looking for that goalpost. How far can we go to be able to fight, defend our titles, or fight for the title and just receive a slap on the wrist or a pat on the ass? And they will always be referencing this punishment. So listen, Mauricio Suleiman, listen, here's how you can fix it. The fight between Valdez and Conceição should be deemed now as a no contest. And really, Oscar Valdez, his belt should be vacated. Now, we have Herring versus Shakur Stevenson. That fight can be for that belt too. Okay, hit the Tyson bell. Something like that. And if you want Oscar Valdez to be the #1 contender for that belt once the smoke clears, so be it. But either way, not just for Oscar Valdez and what he's done wrong, but really for the boxing world, really for consistency, really for the health across the board, and honestly, for the perception of the WBC organization. We need rules that are consistent no matter what across the board. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Okay, now let's start talking Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder versus Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Now, I'm on YouTube, okay, extremely excited, just looking and waiting for the rollout for Fury versus Wilder. And I see this.
And now we get ready for July 24th, where the two greatest heavyweights of this era.
Now, this was posted by the PBC. It's episode 1. And I kept seeing the date of July 24th, which prompted me to say, where's the hell is the DeLorean? Where is the time gem? Okay, I was about to be on my Doctor Strange. Am I on my Doctor Strange? Where is the time gem? I actually had to look at when it was posted to see, was I tripping? Like, did I just look at an old video? Like, what's going on here? And then I saw a premiere on the PPC YouTube channel, which was just a shorter segment of what I just watched. Well, look, I do understand this, especially as a media person myself. If you've done some great work, like on a video, you don't want the stuff to go to waste. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I did have fun. I think it was a great episode. I still enjoyed it, okay? And thank you so much. I mean, let's start having this rollout for Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Gypsy King Fury, which has reminded me of this one thing. Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos is going to be $50 pay-per-view on the same week as Tyson Gypsy King Fury versus Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. That Monday. Listen, I'm just going to ask you guys, okay, from Triller, okay, who are you going for? Like, what's the demographic? It can't be the casuals. The casuals don't watch boxing on a Monday. They're going to be watching Monday Night Football or something like that. If you're going to watch anything on a Monday, WWE, Monday Night Raw, something like that. You're not thinking boxing on a Monday, so it can't be the casuals. And if you're going for the boxing purists, people like me who loves the sport of boxing, you got to go for the rich ones, okay? Because anybody who's not rich is going to grab their $50 to $100 and put that on the big fight Saturday. Right, that's going to be pay-per-view Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, okay? So if you're going to wait to see the fight later on YouTube, or if you're just going to look on Instagram or something just to see the quick little replay, okay, or snippets of the fight that you're going to do that with is going to be Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos. Now, you all know I'm going to be going live for that fight, do my live stream commentary for that fight. So I will be paying for the fight. Okay, no matter what, I do support the sport of boxing. I support Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos, all those boys. So I will be checking out the fight. But I'm just saying, who's the demographic? Which one of you are going to choose to watch Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos on Monday instead of Wilder versus Fury? Or how many of you going to actually buy both? Let me know in the comments below. Now back to Wilder versus Fury. Look, I'm going to say this. It's so funny. There is a theme to this fight. There's an actual theme to this fight. And it is automobiles. Have you noticed how often Fury or Wilder reference automobiles?
Is I'm going to run him over as if I'm an 18-wheeler and he's a human being.
You say a semi-truck, I'm going to run you over with a train, baby. Whoa, whoa.
A Mini Cooper can never beat a Ferrari in a race.
And here's the latest reference to automobiles. Did you see the latest tweet from Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder? Here's the tweet, and it reads, "Come October 9th. I will be reinvented. I will be rejuvenated. I will be violent, and I will be victorious." Now, I know many of you are asking me, ShowBizz the adult, what does this all mean? You said that there are car references there. He said reinvented, rejuvenated, violent, victorious. What does it mean, ShowBizz? Where are the card references? I'm going to tell you what it all means. It means Deontay Wilder, he has the RVs. He got the RVs. Which he and Tyson Fury both carpooled to the Met Gala dressed as a rook and a king, all accompanied by Bro C3PO Lil Nas X. That's our show. Thank you all for throwing the hook with the big ShowBizz. I'm out.